Hey everybody, good morning. I'm out for my walk today and I just want to show you how the sweet potatoes are doing. I'll try to link that video where we planted them at the end of this video, but let me show it to you. We have 4 of them, I should say it. Look at how much those have grown. That one looks beautiful. And then over here is another one. And then now I'm going to take you over to the tire, or not the tires. I showed you the tires, the tubs. So you can see those 2. They are loving their environment. So that's a good thing. We're hoping in October sometime we get a bunch of sweet potatoes. So here these guys are. Look at them. Now there's a lot of weeds in there, but that's our sweet potatoes so far. And I'm gonna go do my walkabout. And anyway, they're doing really well. My husband's got a green thumb. So when I do my walkabout, sometimes I find sweet things. Now we got a lot of rain last night, and this is the first time I've seen this little flower over here. I'm sure it would be considered probably a weed, but who knows? Still has some dew on it. Very pretty. And look at my feet. Every morning my feet and my ankles get so wet. But I'm going to continue my walkabout and hopefully I will see some amazing things. So I'm going to check my little fig bush because I've been saving the ripe ones in my freezer because apparently you can freeze them. Oh, I want to pick that one. I brought a ladder out, but I was hoping I could reach that one. Yeah. There he is. He looks really good. He will go in my freezer. And let's see, I will look for some more. I saw one from over here somewhere. Oh, this one looks pretty good. I'm gonna snap him. I'm not as good at snapping these things. There we go. Now we got 2. But see all the little babies? They're all, now I didn't plant this here. This was here when we moved in. Here's a super ripe one under here that I missed. That one's spoiled, see, the birdies. The birdies got to that one. And let's see. We have a lot of cardinals around here right now, and they eat everything. I'm finding out, but they're also beautiful to look at, so that's okay. I think I've only got 2 off of here this morning. I picked like 7 the other day, but so this morning I only got a couple. Okay, everybody, well, I'm back from my walk, and I'm going to make some breakfast for me. I usually make 2 scrambled eggs with some cheese in them. And then my sister showed me this great bread that they have at Aldi's. It's a sourdough, but it only has 3 ingredients. It says right on the front, flour, water, and salt. And it's 120 calories for 2 slices, and I only really eat one of the slices because they're pretty big in the middle. So let me get to work on my eggs, and I'm gonna finish my breakfast, and then I'll be back because I want to work in the garden this morning before it gets super hot. Bread in half. And that's gonna go in the toaster. If you haven't tried the recipe for my blueberry jam, it's only sweetened with honey and it is fantastic. This is my third jar, I think, I've eaten so far. I'm gonna put some of that on my toast. Like that. I'm gonna put a little salt on my eggs. I'm not a big pepper person, so I'm more of a salt person. Okay, everybody, so I'm out in the garden. I didn't get out here till 10 o'clock, but I see there are tons of items that need to be picked. Look at the yellow currants down there. So I'm gonna work on picking everything. And before I start to kind of clean it up in here, I want to do that. There's a lot of Everglades tomatoes. I got to get those picked. There's a few cucumbers on the vine, but the vines look pretty rough. But granted, we have gotten 50 pounds of cucumbers out of these vines. But I have some string. I want to try to tie back these tomatoes so they're not flopped over the walkway. There's a big cucumber right there. I'll get a hold of him. And so let me go ahead and pick. I don't have a lot of juice on my battery. And then I'll show you what I get after I'm done picking. I forgot to show you, everybody. Those I picked just from one side of the raised bed. Now I'm going to go to the other side and tie that stuff up, and I'll show you it after I get it done. Hey everybody, I have this one tomato right here that's just laying down on the ground. I am gonna put a tomato stake around this tomato that I had left over, and I just want to give him some support there. So if he wants to put out some fruit, he can do it. There we go. We've been having a lot of rain. So anyway, that's the end of this part, isn't it? Okay, everybody. So the tomatoes are going a little crazy. I'm gonna guide them on this wire, and I'm gonna tie a bunch of them back with my string so that they're not crushing these pretty plants like this. So anyway, I'll be back in a few minutes. The thermometer says 90 degrees, so I got about halfway through the other side of the flower or the vegetable beds, and I just got overheated. So I'm gonna rest for a little bit, drink some nice ice water, and then get back to work. This is the new and improved Emmy. Ever since my kitty Cash passed away, she has been letting us pet her like crazy, especially if we're sitting down. I think we've gotten her addicted to being rubbed, so that's a good thing. It's okay, baby. You got a lot of hair. I can't reach you hardly. Mama's got short arms. That's Emmy. So kind of what I'm doing is I'm cutting a long strand of this string I got at a thrift shop. And I'm just kind of grabbing the clump from the edge, and I'm just going back with it best that I can. Now the Sumter cucumbers that you see down, we don't need any more cucumbers, and right now they're not coming out like they should. We already picked all the good ones and pickled them. If you haven't seen my dill pickle recipe, you will love it because they are very crispy. So anyway, and I did it with regular like cucumbers, big ones, Sumter ones. It's awesome. So anyway, I'm going to keep going here and get the rest of these tied back and hope that my husband is happy with that. Do this one. So here we go. I have trying to protect this pepper plant. It has some baby peppers on it. So I've got most of the tomatoes off. Now I'm going to work on the trellis. I think I'm going to tie these tomatoes that I have here onto the trellis because we've been getting so much wind and rain in the afternoons and evenings that I'm afraid they're going to blow over. So I'm going to give them a little tie. Okay, let's see here. How about right here? That works for me. Just to keep them going in the right direction and not smothering our pepper plants, because we planted quite a bit of those. Mr. Curtis did. So I want to try to keep them from, let's get this one over here. Oh, it is so hot, you guys. It's unbelievably hot. That really helped though, me sitting down and having some ice water. So make sure you don't get overheated in the garden, because at my age it can be a serious thing. You just don't want to play around with it. So there we go, we got that side. So now I'm going to start on this bed behind you, and I'm noticing right here next to you is a regular cucumber that we grew. We grew over 50 pounds of these this year. We have, oh my gosh, I don't know how many jars of dill pickles. We loved the recipe, so we made another batch besides the one I filmed for you. So I'm gonna put him in my basket of collectibles and I'm gonna start over here. So I found another, I believe these are Roma tomatoes. I found another one flat on the ground underneath the other tomatoes. So I am going to put a old tomato catcher around these too, this one too. I just want to give it some support because it looks like some of the Romas are, we've definitely got green tomatoes on there. I'll show you that in a sec. I just want to give them all the support I can because I've worked hard to get these guys off of them. So now I want them to be okay. These catchers are so old. And the Sumter pickles, I might have already said that. I'm just throwing them in there. But as you can see here, here are some, let me show you. I also have something on the end. Sorry guys, this is how it is, real life. Here's some of the Roma tomatoes. I hope you can see that. They're coming in nicely. Now I got this guy down here. So I'm gonna get him up on this just because I don't want his butt sitting in the dirt. Okay, and then there's a big one outside of here that I'll show you in a little while that I gotta get up. Anyway, it's exhausting. So here's another one back here. This isn't the one I was talking about, but I'm gonna get him up on here too, just so he doesn't get bad on the bottom. See if I can get him up without breaking him. Oh dear. We had a lot of watermelons too this year, and we have eaten all of them. So we got him sitting on there. And then where's that one? There's one outside this fence. I will show you in a little bit. Look at the broccoli. It's hanging in there. It's like, you guys are killing me. And then there's another broccoli over here. I never expected them to grow right now. I always thought they were like a winter thing. And here's more watermelons. Blossoms, look at them all. And then this guy, I want to get him off of here. He doesn't need to be on here. I'm going to throw him back in here because I want him to make the dirt better for next year, right? Hey, these are our Everglades tomatoes, and look at them. There's a lot I got to pick. If you look closely in there, you'll see them. I got a few giant cucumbers here I got to pick. And, oh, good Lord, here we go. I'm going to tie these back after I pick them so they're not squashing what's underneath them. So, I'll be back. Hi, everybody. Well, my thermometer over there under my tree says 95. So, it's 95 in the shade, so I'm going to be careful, but I wanted to show you what I picked just today. More cucumbers and a lot of currant tomatoes and peppers, some habanero, some jalapeno, and some Everglades tomatoes. Those are Everglades tomatoes, those little ones. So I'm thinking I'm going to wash all these and then freeze them. But I'm going to show you what all I did in the garden. It's hard to see over there. But in a few minutes, I got to get cooled off because I'm really hot. Hey everybody, so I'm going to give you a little tour around the garden of what I did. I wanted you to look at the sky over here. That's what the earth does naturally to cool itself. It gets so hot in the summer that we have storms every afternoon. There's another thing that the earth does to cool itself, and that's volcanoes. Volcanoes actually cool the earth because of all the ash that they put in the atmosphere. So that's another way that the earth naturally cools itself. There's probably other ways, but I haven't learned those yet, but I will. Anyway, so I got this watermelon. I got him on a board. Let's see if I need to, he's looking pretty good. I'm hoping he grows because they were mighty tasty. And now I'm going to take you in here with me. I'm going to shut this gate over here because it's shower time, man. I'm wearing the same clothes I wore yesterday because I came out and did my walk. Then I started working on this. So I'm ready for some clean clothes and an ice cold shower. There we go. Now we're going to go in here. I hope this comes out okay. So what I've done here is, you can see I have tied back, these are extras. I'm going to set them over here. I've tied back the tomatoes on this side, and these are our pepper plants. I rescued them. This is a small tomato plant that we rescued, you and I together. There is another pepper plant that I rescued out from under all these tomatoes. That's why this looks this way, because it was on the bottom. So it was actually killing our tomato vines. Throw that down in there. Okay, now these are where the Everglades were. I have tied a bunch of them back, but a bunch of them aren't really overhanging the walkway yet. So all I did was push them back in rather than mess with them. So those are all the cucumber vines. I'm going to leave those ones there maybe for another week. This one I can pull. I missed him. He looks like he's ready to go. Let me see. Maybe I can reach him from here. Ooh. Maybe. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah. We got him. I didn't bring my pruning shears, but that's okay. So now I've got Mr. Watermelon over here. He is setting up again on top of that pot. Then I have Mr. Watermelon over here. He is setting up on that pot. Hopefully he will ripen. I've tied these back. I don't know if this is bugs. I have a feeling that it might be, although I'm not seeing bugs. I haven't seen any bugs today. I have seen a lot of green Romas, so hopefully we are going to get some Roma tomatoes. Those are really my absolute favoritist, so we'll see. I love them. They're great on salad. Here's another little dinky cucumber. And what is this one? This one looks pretty big. I think I'll pick him. I pulled him down. There he goes. So over here, I have tied those vines onto my trellis. And then I have tied all of these tomatoes back. I uncovered this pepper here. It was just, there's some nice fruit on it. It was just being massacred by the tomatoes. So maybe since next year, since we're gonna make 2 more raised beds, maybe we'll have a bed just for peppers so the tomatoes aren't going after it. So anyway, I'm exhausted. I'm hot. I need a hot shower and a giant glass of ice water. But I want to thank you all for being with me. If you made it this far, you're an amazing fan, and thank you so much. I'm so glad for all my subscribers. It's amazing. I love you all.